I used to fear failure. I used to get the butterflies in the stomach before I did anything in front of anybody. I always assumed the worst, that I'd fail before I'd even tried. But now I see failure completely differently because the way we think about failure can change everything. Fancy a walk and chat about this? So, my old beliefs about failure, I had this massive fear of it. It stopped me, it was paralyzing. I was scared of getting things wrong, scared of not being good enough, the pressure to always be perfect. My last video was about that, about perfectionism. It felt heavy. And I remember being at school and having to read out paragraphs from a book in front of everybody. I think that traumatized me so much that even to this day, I class myself as not a very good reader. That fear of failure, getting it wrong, not being as good as everybody else. And I started seeing this in my kids, avoiding trying new things, getting upset if they got things wrong, especially losing at games. The board's flung all over. Have you had that with your kids? I realised this is being passed down, either from me or their dad or society. The realisation came for me when I wanted to change this belief. I wanted to change how I reacted to failure. And so I started to look at successful people.
Good morning.
Morning. I started to look at successful people. What are they doing? And the people like Richard Branson and even way back when, our inventors of our time, the Wright brothers, imagine if they didn't even attempt something because they were scared to fail. They failed many, many times before they succeeded, before success hit them. And that was quite a game changer for me. It was a light bulb moment. I started to change the way I thought about failure. It's not something to avoid. It's something to go through. This took the edge off failure for me. Failure's feedback. It's a lesson to learn. And around this time when I was doing this work and coming to these conclusions, I happened to listen to Alanis Morissette's You Learn. And I put some of the lyrics on here from a couple of the choruses. And you can see I've highlighted the ones that stood out for me at this point. You know, when you just hear music at the right time. And the lines for me were, you lose, you learn. You choke, you learn. So I'm teaching this mindset to my kids. In our actions, what we're doing, for one, we sold everything, left the UK, and we are travelling full time as a family. We're currently here in the beautiful Malaysia, loving my walk and talks in the morning. It's scary, wow, especially when you document it on here and everyone's got an opinion and they add to the fear that you've already got. I remember those last few days and weeks. It was challenging. People echoing what you're already thinking, the fear. What if it all goes wrong? What if we run out of money? What if we end up on the streets? We have to come back home. What if it doesn't work out? But this is it. This is how we're living our life. This is how we're choosing to live our life. And to us, that is success, not failure. So we're showing our kids. And we're already seeing a change in them. a while ago now, back in England, we were walking to our favourite river, and there was a tree that stuck out horizontally, not that far from the ground. And my eldest daughter wanted to climb it. So she did, and she fell out. So there was tears and tantrums, and once we got over it, I was like, "You okay? You know, it's all right. You can get back up again if you want." She said, "Oh, no." I said, "Sometimes we have to feel the fear, and do it anyway." So we went to the river, had our day, and came back. And she said, "I want to climb that tree, Mum. I want to face my fears." And I thought, good lass. She climbed the tree. She didn't fall out. She felt fantastic. That's how to debunk the fear of failure and to pass it on to our kids, pass the good stuff on to our kids, right? Be mindful of that. So maybe failure isn't something to fear. Maybe it's something to learn from. Let's reflect on that together. Thanks for watching. Much love. Bye for now.